2019 has been quite an eventful year when it comes to engaging cinema in theatres. Where on one hand we have had multiple spectacles, movies that have done exponential business like Uri the Surgical Strike, still the most successful film of 2019, there have been not so great films that have done great business as well. Your typical commercial pot boilers like Bharat, Student of the Year 2 and Total Dhamal. Another feature we have seen this year is that the not so typical films focusing on offbeat topics, starring well-known stars, have also been welcomed by the masses with open arms. These include movies like Gully Boy and Badla. Where it is a wonderful aspect to see our film industry thrive and prosper, sadly there have been many films that have just slipped under everyone's radar, and there was no one to admire and praise its brilliance. These movies mostly were underappreciated either due to the lack of familiar faces in them or the limited investment in marketing the film, leading to very few show slots being allotted to them in theatres. Discussing just some of those films that you guys can check out on various OTT platforms now to at least be witness to their beauty, here is Tried&Refused Productions, with 5 underappreciated Bollywood movies you already missed in 2019. Soni, a movie directed by Ivan Iyer, which released directly on the OTT platform Netflix, was the film titled Soni, a gritty yet subtle drama featuring Geetika Vidya Orlan and Saloni Batra, portraying the role of female police officers in New Delhi. The film is a great example of how movies can feature women in lead roles, convey issues faced by them in the work as well as domestic environment, and yet in the entire process not come across as preachy or agenda-driven. The movie captures our capital city in its truest form. It showcases the inherent bias people possess of women in male-dominated occupations, and finally features such impactful performances, especially by the 2 main leads, that I assure you will not regret watching this film on Netflix. Soni is path-breaking without trying to be. It makes what commercial Bollywood movies portray as never been done before as normal. Women who are opinionated, independent, and stand up for any kind of injustice exist in several spaces around us. The contrast of a level-headed, pragmatic officer and an individual that wears her heart on her sleeve all the time makes for a beautiful piece you will surely be mesmerized by. No Fathers in Kashmir. Ashwin Kumar is a creator that has always been in the news, sadly not for his films but the controversy surrounding them. The Oscar-nominated director has produced gems over a decade, sadly again that have not been witnessed by the masses and are actually restricted to film festivals or getting recognition through several awards. No Fathers in Kashmir similarly went through a 5-year battle to even get close to a release, with limited shows in theatres. From actors opting out of the film, the death of Burhan Wani that led to the valley being closed off for any kind of film shooting, and finally the issues with the censor board. The creators fought the declaration by the CBFC, passing the film with an A certificate, and this carried on for 8 months. Objectively, No Fathers in Kashmir is a beautiful film, which presents a lot of nuance about Kashmir, rather than sticking or pushing one narrative. The disappearance of individuals near the border, the half-widows that exist in Kashmir, the role of the army and the obligations they have to deal with, all told through a story of a British Kashmiri visiting her roots only to get to know all she has been fed about her father is much deeper and problematic, both on a personal as well as national level. Brilliant performances, shot beautifully, coupled with an engaging screenplay, this movie hands down deserved more attention and love than it received. Photograph, a movie which I reviewed for the channel and barely anyone knew about due to the lack of marketing for the film and the limited shows available, was the understated yet beautiful film Photograph starring Nawazuddin Siddiqui and Sania Malhotra. Directed by Lunchbox creator Ritesh Batra, the movie is a love letter in many ways to the city of Mumbai, providing contrast through the 2 main characters. How the same city is so vast and different, just a few kilometers apart. How life for so many people in this city carries on despite the lack of space, basic amenities, or anyone barely making rent. How comfortably individuals find some kind of space to exist, be content and carry on with the day, not concerned about their surroundings. A movie that breaks all stereotypes with respect to a conventional couple on the big screen. Despite its narrative being boring for some, the 2 main leads don't skip a beat in the moments they share together. See this film on Amazon Prime for the beautiful cinematography and the charming and cute chemistry between Siddiqui and Malhotra. It will definitely lead to you having a perpetual smile on your face. Hamid, a movie barely anyone knew that even released in 2019, was the Ijaz Khan directed film Hamid, a movie based on a play called Phone Number 786 written by Muhammad Amin Bhatt. The movie tells the story of a young boy in Kashmir who wants to find his lost father, as people tell him that he has been sent to Allah for being a decent human being. This innocent journey of a young boy wanting to contact Allah to know about his father, and how this leads to a beautiful and layered conversation between a hopeful boy and an army man suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, makes for a very touching movie viewing experience. Even though the treatment of complexities in Kashmir is on the surface level, the back and forth between these two individuals and how it ties into their personal demons is going to suck you right in. There are exceptional performances in this movie by Rasika Duggal and Vikas Kumar, but the star of the show is this little boy Tala Arshad Reshi, who will charm you with his pure heart and only noble intentions. A film that you should definitely catch on Netflix. Sonchiriya, a movie with a stellar ensemble cast focusing on a powerful and complex premise set in Chambal in the 1970s, Abhishek Chaubey on the director's chairs, and all of this accompanied with an absolutely dreadful financial performance. Made on a budget of close to 28 crores, the movie made a gross revenue from India of close to 5.6 crores. The movie is a reminder, despite being set in the 1970s, of the several internal conflicts our country is marred by in many places. The role of the state governments, marginalized populations who believe they have been wronged and band together, all this in a complex yet effective film which will truly grasp all your attention. The Chambal accent executed to the T by the entire cast, the abundant yet lifeless cinematography, and the beautiful use of metaphors to convey much more than what is offered on the surface. Sonchiriya was intense, gritty, and truly worth everyone's time and money. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below if you have some video ideas for our channel. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.